Parts of flower. In our previous video, we have seen the flower, definition of flower. Okay. Then the parts of a typical flower we have seen. Coming to the parts of flower, I told you the flower is a modified vegetative shoot meant for sexual reproduction. The typical flower consists of 4 floral parts, namely the calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. Now we shall see one by one. Calyx. What is calyx? Calyx is the outermost whorl in a flower. Calyx is the collective name for sepals. The individual members are called sepals. Sepals are usually 5 in number. Sepals are normally green in color. Function. Sepals protect the floral parts like androecium, corolla and gynoecium. Calyx also takes part in photosynthesis. If the sepals are free, then we call polysepalous. If the sepals are fused, we call gamosepalous. That's all about calyx. Now we shall see the corolla. Corolla is the second whorl in a flower. The individual members are called petals. Corolla is the collective name for sepals. Petals, not sepals. Petals are usually variously colored. For example, the petals may be red or they may be yellow, blue, white, orange, etc. The main function of petals is to attract the insects for pollination. That's all about corolla. If the petals are free, then we call polypetalous. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಪಾಲಿಪೆಟಾಲಸ್ ಅಂತ ಓದ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. Polypetalous. If the petals are few, then it is called gamopetalous. Gamopetalous. The calyx and corolla together called non-essential whorls because they do not take part in reproduction. That is why called non-essential whorls. Okay. In case of lily, members of the family Liliaceae, and even Michaelia means Sempihoa. The calyx and corolla are not differentiated, and such a structure is called perianth. Very important one. Perianth. Perianth means there is no differentiation of calyx and corolla. The individual member is called tepal. Tepal, not sepal or petal. Sepal, tepal. Okay. See the diagram. Calyx green, corolla colored. Androecium is also there and gynoecium is also there. We shall discuss now about androecium and gynoecium. Androecium. Androecium is the third whorl in a flower. Androecium is the collective name of stamen. It is the male reproductive whorl of a flower. The male reproductive part of angiosperm is called stamen. Structure of stamen. The stamen consists of three parts: basal filament, upper anther, and a connective. Filament. Filament is the basal part. It is a stalk-like part. The upper part is called the anther. The anther is usually bilobed. Such an anther is called dithecus. In some plants like hibiscus, China rose, lady's finger, the anther lobe is only one. We call monothecous. Each anther lobe contains two chambers or pollen sacs. The pollen grains are produced in the pollen sacs or the chamber. The two anther lobes are connected by what is known as connective. So that's all about structure of stamen. Now, the stamen when produce pollen grains, it is called functional stamen or fertile stamen. Sometimes the stamen do not produce the pollen grain. Such stamen is called staminode. To put it in other words, sterile stamen is called staminode. Okay, that's all about androecium. Now we shall see the gynoecium. Gynoecium. It is the fourth whorl in a flower. One ನಿಮಿಷ. Some technical terms are there with regard to the stamen. Let us also see. Dithecous stamen. The stamens with two anther lobes are called dithecous. Dithecous stamen are common. Monothecous stamen. Example, hibiscus. Or with China rose. In hibiscus, the stamen consists of only one anther lobe. Such a stamen is called monothecous stamen. Very important for CET or NEET examination. Epiphyllous. Before discussing epiphyllous, let us discuss the term polyandrous. Polyandrous stamens. Poly, many. If the stamens are many and they are free, such stamens are called polyandrous stamen. Okay. Next. Monoadelphous stamens. Mono means single. If all the stamens are fused in one bundle, then we call monoadelphous stamens. Very important term for neat examination. Example, China rose, cotton plant. Diadelphous. As the name indicates, di means two. Adelphous means bundles. If the stamens occur in two bundles, then we call diadelphous stamens. Example, in pea plant, 9 stamens are in one bundle and only one stamen in other bundle. Next term, Polyadelphus. Sometimes the stamens are many and they occur in many bundles, not in one bundle or two bundles, occur in many bundles. Such stamens are called polyadelphous stamens. Example, lemon, all citrus plants. Polyadelphous. Okay. Epiphyllous. The stamens, when they are borne on tepals or perianth lobes, then we call epiphyllous. Epi means above the tepals. The stamens are borne. Next, we shall see the next part, gynoecium or the pistil. Gynoecium is the last whorl or fourth whorl in a flower. It is the female reproductive whorl of a flower or female reproductive part of a flower. It is also called pistil. What is the name? The male reproductive part we call stamen and the female reproductive part of flower is called pistil or gynoecium. Next, see the diagram now. Pistil is differentiated into 3 parts. Basal swollen part called ovary. The middle stalk-like part called style. And the upper part is called stigma. The pistil is differentiated into ovary, style and stigma. The ovary is the basal part. It is swollen. Dappa is there. Swollen. It contains carpels. The number of carpels may be 1 or many. You know the meaning of carpel? Carpel is nothing but a modified leaf. The carpels inside contains chamber or locule. The locules are in the chamber we come across ovules. The ovule in turn inside contain female gametophyte with female gamete, the egg. It means carpel ಇದೆ, ಕಾರ್ಪೆಲ್ಲಿನ ಒಳಗಡೆಗೆ ಓವ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಓವ್ಯೂಲಿನ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಗೆಮೆಟೋಫೈಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಗೆಮೆಟೋಫೈಟ್ ಒಳಗಡೆಗೆ ಎಗ್ ಇದೆ, ದ ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮಿಟ್. Okay, now let us know the meaning of carpel. As I already told you, carpel means a modified leaf. I told you, the ovary may consist of one or many carpels. You imagine if the ovary contains 2 or 3 or 4 carpels, if all the carpels are fused, then such condition is called syncarpus. Ovary is described as syncarpus ovary. Syn means fused, carpus means carpels. Example, in case of hibiscus and lady's finger, ಬೆಂಡೆಕಾಯಿನಲ್ಲಿ 5 ಚೇಂಬರ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ಪೆಂಟಾಕಾರ್ಪಿಲರಿ, ಪೆಂಟಲಾಕ್ಯುಲರ್. In some plants like rose, lotus, even sitapal, the carpels are many, but they are free carpels. They are not fused. Such condition is called apocarpus. A most important term for this neat examination. That is the female reproductive part. Okay. Now we shall see another important part for the examination is estivation. Definitely it appears in your examination. What is estivation? The mode of arrangement of sepals and petals in floral bud is called estivation. The arrangement of sepals and petals in flower bud or floral bud is called estivation. Now coming to the types of estivation, there are different types of estivation, but some of them are mentioned in your syllabus or in NCERT text. See the diagrams of various types. Valvate diagram is there, twisted diagram is there, imbricate and descending imbricate. Okay, now let us discuss the types of estivation. Estivation is mainly consists of 4 types: valvate, twisted, imbricate and descending imbricate. Even quinquential is also there. Now let us see valvate. See the diagram. Example for valvate: hibiscus, calotropis. Calotropis means ekkegida. What is valvate estivation? In this type of estivation, the margins of the sepals or petals in a whorl just touch each other at the margin. There is no overlapping. Such estivation is called valvate. Okay. Next, twisted or contorted. In this type of estivation, example first let us see. Lady's finger, China rose. In this type of estivation, one of the margin of the petal or sepal overlaps the other. That is, one margin is inside, the other margin is outside. Inside, outside. Or you can say, in and out arrangement of sepals and petals is called twisted estivation. It's also called contorted. ಬಸವನ ಪಾದುವ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು ನೀವು. ಅದರ ಮೊಗ್ಗು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ದಾಸವಾಳದ ಮೊಗ್ಗು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡಿ. Imbricate. In this type of estivation, one of the petal are completely inside, the other is completely outside. Remaining are arranged in and out manner. How the arrangement is, we can see. One of the petal or sepal is completely inside. Means two margins are inside. The other one margin completely outside. Two margins. The remaining three are in and out arrangement. Arranged in and out manner. Example, cassia, Gulmore. Next, very important situation, descending imbricate. Natally, it is definite. Also called vexillary. It is the characteristic estivation of the family Papillonicious. See the diagram. In this family, for example, P, petals are 5 in number. They are free. We call polypetalous. One of the posterior petal is biggest or largest, and it is called standard petal. The two margins of the standard petal overlaps the two wing petals. Inside this wing petals, we come across two small petals called keel petals, which are arranged in the form of a boat. This type of estivation is called vexillary. It's also called descending imbricate. Descending means ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಪೆಟಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಎರಡು ವಿಂಗ್ ಪೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಎರಡು ವಿಂಗ್ ಪೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಎರಡು ಕೀಲ್ ಪೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತವೆ. Sometimes in the examination, explain Papillonicious Corolla ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Most important part. Okay. See the diagrams. Diagrams are very important in the examination. First one, see, all the margins just touch each other. We call valvate. In the second diagram, China rose. One margin is inside, other margin is outside. Inside, outside, inside, outside. We call in and out arrangement. We call imbric. Twisted. In the third diagram, you see, one is completely inside and one is completely outside. The remaining are in and out. That is margins. Imbricate. Next, see the diagram D. It is vexillary. See, one of the petal is biggest. Topi idangide. It is called standard petal. Inside this, we come across two small petals, wing petals. Inside this, we come across two keel petals. Standard, wing, and keel petal. ಮೇಘದ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. Such an arrangement we call vexillary. So, most important one for the examination. That's all in your video class of today. Okay.